Oh baby, it's time for update sneak peek number 1. We can finally rejoice in knowing that the wait is over. It's sneak peek season, more to come most definitely. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, stay notified because there is more to come this week. But what we're going to be getting into today is everything you guys are going to need to know about the Battle Pass. I know if you guys watch the Brawl Talk, if you're much like myself, there are definitely some questions that need to be answered. We'll be going over things such as the cost to unlock it, what you can come to expect from the rewards along it, as well as the quests that are embedded within it that I know you guys are all going to enjoy. It's going to keep us busy, which is exactly what a lot of us have been asking for. There's a few other things outside of the Brawl Pass we can touch on in today's video as well, such as the balance changes that are coming out, and then the new environment with Tara's Bazaar, the theme for the Brawl Pass, which I know you guys are going to enjoy as well. So I hope you guys are all excited. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so of course, first things first, with any new update, we have a new background to take a look at, as well as that 10-year anniversary animation. I love it. So good. So taking a closer look at the new loading screen for Brawl Stars, we have a lot of awesome references to the new theme in Brawl Stars with this update, Tara's Bazaar, the first season of the Brawl Pass, as well as a few cool homages over to the left of the screen, Mortis's Mortuary, where we first were leaked this new theme change in the game, as well as we have the new Brawler Gale that's looking a little bit different from when we were first introduced to him in the Brawl Talk. Maybe a new skin coming around the corner. We'll have to wait and see. We have Evil Gene that's coming out in June, Mortis, as well as Rico. I'm a big fan of this one, so good. But let's get into the other content here. So the first thing that I want to go over in today's video are the balance changes, because I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be huge fans of it, as well as I think I can kind of go through it fairly quickly compared to the other things. But before we get into that, I'm going to give you a little taste of what's to come in today's video. Here's a closer look at the Battle Pass and what you guys can come to expect from it when the update is released. Again, more on this later, as well as another really important side note. Some of the rewards on the Battle Pass are subject to change once the update does come around the corner. Some of these are just going to be kind of like substitutes at the time, so you guys can just get a feel for what it's like. But it should be relatively close to this and what you can come to expect from it. But let's get into the balance changes. Okay guys, so once again, most of the brawler balancing in today's video are to the gadgets. There are a few other random ones tossed in there, but nothing super significant. But the very first one is 8-Bit's gadget, and that is Cheat Cartridge, which is his gadget, no longer destroys his super boosted booster, which is actually really crazy good. So let's see if we can get a little demonstration here. So if we use it over here and we proc the activation, as you can see, it still stays alive. So I think this is going to help out 8-Bit in a lot of different aggro situations, where if you actually want to go in on someone, you're still going to hold on to that increased damage per second, say going in on a Primo or something like that. So that definitely helps out a lot. Our next change is to Barley, and he's getting two different changes. One's to his gadget as well as one to his overall character, and that is his super. It's a smaller change, but I think it's going to be kind of useful, and I'm really interested in seeing how it's going to play out for his character. But his super no longer is random, so it's not going to go out in a weird pattern. We can know where the bottles are going to land. As you can see, if we toss it straight out, the bottles are going to be in that exact pattern every single time you use it. So let's get it one more time. So again, another example of the super going in the same exact pattern. We have it almost like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 in the middle, so 5 right on the dot. So honestly, it could help out in a lot of ways. Small changes like that do help. So Barley's gadget radius is now 25% wider, so you're going to be able to get some more effect in there a little bit easier, as well as another change is to the duration. So the stun or the slow is going to last 4 seconds as opposed to 3 before, so quite a hefty buff to the gadget for Barley here. Our next change is to Brock, and he's getting the same treatment that Barley did. His rockets no longer are shooting off randomly. They are now a fixed pattern and appears to be somewhat of the same pattern as Barley's, so that definitely will help out in a lot of circumstances as well. I'll show you guys another example once we get the super here. Okay, so take 2 of the super going off in the same exact pattern. Pretty cool. So our next change is to Mortis. Once again, his animation changed just a little bit, his walking animation, which is really cool. But the change to his gadget is something that I've been griping on for a while. My biggest hang up about the gadget, and that is it no longer stalls his movement. It doesn't feel clunky at all. You can continue moving while using the gadget, which really helps out Mortis in a huge way. The next change is to Daryl. He's getting the same exact treatment that Mortis got to his gadget, so he no longer is stalled when using the gadget, gadget, which is going to help out his mobility quite a lot. But there's also another change. He got a decrease in how much damage the gadget does, which in my opinion isn't that big of a deal, but in turn it helps him charge up his super. So adding to the fact that Daryl is a recharging super monster in this game as we're dying to the bee, but each bullet is going to charge up your super a lot more now. Okay guys, so another one of my absolute favorite balance changes here to Dynamite's gadget, probably one of the most useless gadgets in the game. He's getting the same exact treatment that Daryl and Mortis is getting as well. He no longer is stalled, which was so dang horrible for Dynamite beforehand. So if you're in a touchy situation, you can still get away, you can still kite around, you can still be mobile around walls, but your gadget can come into play a little bit more often while you're moving around. I think this is a great change to Dynamite. He might need even more of a buff, but we'll have to see. I like the change. And the final change in today's video is to Piper's gadget, another fairly useless one in my personal opinion. Now, this is probably the most intricate change or the most unique change, and that is she no longer shoots off a bunch of different shots. She only shoots off one that does 100 damage, as you can see. So damage really not that big of a player here, but the utility really comes into play because one, it slows the person down, and it kicks them back a little bit. So if someone's coming in on you like a Rose or something like that, it's going to allow you to get away very easily. So I really like this change as well. Also, another thing to keep in the back of your minds is that Piper snappy sniping still works with the gadget, which is really helpful. I think this overall change to the gadget for Piper is definitely going to help her be a little bit more aggro in the game. She's a little bit more forgiving with the slowdown, the kickback with the gadget. Greetings everybody, Future Ray here. We just got sent an updated version of the list of balance changes a few hours before you're going to see this video, so I want to make sure to update it so you guys know accurately what's going to be coming for balance change wise when the update is dropped. So all the stuff you've seen already in today's video is still coming to the gadgets, but there's a few other changes to like normal balancing, so like attack, health. So the very first additional change is a few tweaks to Bee's gadget. Number one is she got a 20% radius increase to her gadget, which is definitely going to help out a lot. And then a nice quality of life change, or just like a cool tweak to her gadget, is that she now places her station right in front of her. This is going to help out with just positioning as well as eating shots. So if you're like laning against a Piper, you can throw that sucker in front of you and eat that one shot. So I think that's going to help out a lot. I feel like a lot of people have been using the gadget in that specific way in general. So huge. I think it's going to help out a bunch. The next change is to Carl. He got a buff to his super from 360 damage per swing, now doing 420. So pretty cool. Cool number too. 420, let's go. The next change is a buff to Sandy's attack damage, which is pretty surprising in my opinion. He's now going to be dealing 920 damage each shot as opposed to 840. So really tinkering a lot with the basic attack on Sandy. He got a buff in the last one, I believe, or a nerf in the last one, I believe. So now a buff to correct it a little bit. So we'll see how he stands in the meta after this. The next change is a nerf to BB. It was something I proposed, and that is a health nerf from 4,200 to 4,000. So we'll see if this kind of subdues BB a little bit in the meta. She's insanely strong right now. Rejoice! We got a Sprout nerf. He's now going to be dealing 940 damage each basic attack. So we'll see. Hopefully that kind of brings him down a peg or two. Sprout was so annoying to go up against, so we'll see. And the final two are just little tweaks to Bo as well as Tick. They have fixed patterns to their deployment, so Tick's basic attack as well as Bo's super, I guess it's now mirrored for each team. I believe the problem was, say for example you're playing Bo and you're playing on the blue. As you know, there's a red and a blue team on any single 3v3 game, where you would shoot off, say your super, you would have one mine in front in a given circumstance, and then if you were on the red team there would be two mines in front. So the pattern was just different, so now it's properly mirrored, and same goes for Tick. But yeah guys, those are the additional balance changes that were just added 2 hours before you're seeing this video. So I'm happy I got it accurate for you guys though, and you're knowing what to expect. But next, let's get into the battle pass. It's so cool, you guys are gonna love it. Okay guys, so that's it for the balance changes. You should all let me know what you're thinking about them. Again, I'm a very big fan of every single one of the changes. I am not opposed to any of them. I think it's going to make a lot of the characters that got changes a lot more fun and usable, just more enjoyment out of them. So really excited about that. But next, it's time to get into the other juicy content, most notably the Brawl Pass and everything you need to know about it. Now, as you can see, when I last left you, I had 0 tokens, but I unlocked the game modes that are out in rotation, so I was rewarded some tokens, so I now have 50 out of 75. But unfortunately, we're in dev build, so I can't hop into games because there's no one to play with. So we have 25 tokens remaining to get in order to unlock the second tier of the Brawl Pass. And once I were able to unlock the second tier, I would get a big Brawl Box if I had just the free Brawl Pass. But if I had the Brawl Pass unlocked or activated, I'd also get on top of that a big Brawl Box. Think of the Brawl Pass as just additional rewards for what you purchased. Now the Brawl Pass is going to cost 170 gems to unlock for those additional rewards along the Brawl Pass. So it's still free to play friendly, but the Brawl Pass is just going to help you to progress even more if you do have the gems laying around. They're also going to be offering another bundle. Now, like I said before, the rewards on the tiers that you're seeing right now are subject to change once the update is released, but you can kind of get a picture of what you can expect once you progress through it. So more Mega Brawl Boxes, a few PowerPoint rewards on the free pass, some gems along the way, as well as towards the end, you see we have Gale and a few pins back here on the 30 and 31st tier. And at the very end here, and I'm allowed to show you this, only this part of it, but we're getting a bunch of new pins, Gale pins, and the new Gale skin that is coming. And I made sure to check, I'm allowed to show you guys this. So we have Merchant Gale coming at the very end, and then a bonus big box at the end of it. So 60 tiers on the Brawl Pass. That is insane. Now, a few other little things to keep in mind is that you can pay gems to progress on the tier, which I wouldn't advise you to do unless you're incredibly pay to win like most YouTubers out there. If you want to do like a crazy gemming video showing you the entire track of the Brawl Pass in one go so you guys could see the new stuff, which I'm assuming I'm going to be doing, but it's in your best interest to not spend things that help you progress in the game, right? So save your gems, get your tokens day in and day out to progress on the pass. I think that's the best way to do it. But YouTubers, you're definitely going to be seeing that. Some other things that you guys can see, your saved Brawl Boxes that you have right now are going to be saved on your account, and it's in this little section. So as you can see on this account, on the dev build account, I have 3 regular Brawl Boxes and 3 big Brawl Boxes, which I just fat fingered one of them. But your boxes are going to be saved that you have on your account right now in this little portion, as well as once you complete the Brawl Pass, you'll be able to keep getting tokens and keep saving up Brawl Boxes in that respect. I was a little bit worried in the Brawl Talk that we weren't able to save up Brawl Boxes anymore, but once you finish the Brawl Pass and unlock all the rewards on it, you'll be able to accumulate Brawl Boxes after that with the tokens that you get day in and day out. So next, getting probably to the coolest section of the Brawl Pass, and that is the quests, but I have a little locked icon on it because I need to have 300 trophies in Brawl Stars to get it. So one small requirement, I'm sure a lot of us can get 300 trophies pretty easily, but I feel like they just do that so it's not overwhelming to new players in the game. So let's get 300 trophies. Okay guys, so once you achieve 300 trophies in the game, you're able to unlock the quests along the trophy road. So that's another really cool addition, way to unlock the quests. So before we get to the quests, which I just unlocked, I want to show you guys what the Brawl Pass looks like when you achieve different tiers. So these are all the tiers that I have unlocked right now, and as you can see, I can save them up so I can progress through the pass still as usual, but I can use the rewards when I want to, which is really, really cool. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into everything you need to know about the quests, the thing that I'm most excited for the Brawl Pass, and probably the most intricate part of it. So as you can see, we have 3 different quests active right now. Number 1 is win 3 games with Daryl. Another one is complete a level in Robo Rumble, as well as the Showdown one, deal 9,000 points of damage in Solo Showdown. So really, really cool things to keep you occupied in the game. So once I were able to complete one of these quests, it would go to my token total up here to help us progress through the tiers of the Brawl Pass. So everything is kind of locked in together, working towards your progression in the game in a really, really fun way. So next important thing to take note of is there are different types of quests, all ranging in different difficulty as well as the amount of tokens that you get from them. So there are small ones, medium, as well as large. So 2 of these are examples of the small, the Daryl one as well as the Showdown, and I believe the Robo Rumble one is a large because you're able to get 500 tokens out of them. As you can see, there is 1 out of 5, so there's 5 usages of it. So you have to complete 5 levels to get the 500 token. Now there are 2 other special quests that are called Brawl Pass exclusive quests that generate at the same frequency as a medium or a large quest. I believe there is not an example up on your screen right now of the Brawl Pass exclusive exclusive one. I believe these are 2 small as well as a large one of just the generic ones that come out day in and day out. But the Brawl Pass exclusive one just offer more quests to do in the game. So basically there are 5 different types. Brawl Pass exclusive ones are the same amount as a medium and a large. So you can get 200 token ones or 500 token ones. So a lot of progression. Now the rate in which these generate, as you can see, there are timers on your screen. So every 24 hours you'll get 2 new small quests. So those are like your daily things. And then every Tuesday and Friday you'll get medium or large quests. So I'm assuming one of each, or maybe just one at random. Maybe you'll get a medium on a Tuesday and like a large on a Friday. But these special Brawl Pass exclusive quests also come out around those times. And again, I don't believe there is an example up in your screen right now, but a lot of exciting stuff. These quests are a lot of fun. If these are around the same as what we can come to expect from them, deal like 90,000 damage in Showdown, I'm all for it. That makes it a lot of fun. It makes you have a drive to go do something else that you might not be normally used to doing. Maybe you don't play with Daryl that much, and it might force you to play with him and have fun with him. So I'm a big fan of these quests. I think it's a huge step for progression in the game. It just makes it a lot more fun than just saving up Brawl boxes willy-nilly. You have to do fun things. So big fan. So the 2 other really important points about the Brawl Pass that you guys should take note of that I kind of already touched on is, number 1, you can save up your Brawl boxes even if you complete the Brawl Pass. So say you completed all 60 tiers of the Brawl Pass. Maybe you bought it. Maybe you're a gemming fiend like myself. After this, once you're complete, you can still collect tokens from the quests and stuff like that, and it will go to your saved Brawl boxes after the Brawl Pass is complete. And the final really important point, like I mentioned before, is that you can save up all the rewards on your Brawl Pass and open them up whenever you want to. Maybe you want to wait till Season 3 of the Brawl Pass so that Gale is equivalent with an epic rarity for drop rate wise, so that you can get them a little bit easier if you didn't purchase the original Brawl Pass or the 170 gem Brawl Pass. The only thing that kind of is a bit of a bummer about the Brawl Pass is that you can't open up rewards when you want to, right? It's much like the Trophy Road, where you have to open it up in progression. So say you just really want those gems, you have to open it up, all the stuff up to the gems in order to get that. So that's kind of a bummer in my opinion. I would like to be able to like get the stuff that you really want to and save away the other things. Like if I really want the gold, I can get the gold, but hey, it's all important feedback. Maybe the Brawl Stars dev team will indulge us on that if that's a big deal for us in the future. But in general, I'm a huge fan of Brawl Pass, huge fan of quests, and I think this update is going to be stellar. But yeah, you guys, that's basically it for sneak peek number 1, all the information that I can share with you in today's video. Basically everything about the Brawl Pass as well as the balance changes. More to come. You guys already know we're getting into some star power and gadget glitches with Gale. You know I'm going to be doing that. I'm very much so looking forward to it. So make sure to stay tuned. One of these days we're going to be getting into all that juicy fun. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys are all excited so far. The Brawl Pass, really hype. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to make the game a lot more fun, as well as like the balance changes. So many good changes to the brawler balancing, the gadget wise, a lot more useful in my opinion. But big fan so far. Make sure to stay tuned once again. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.